got her started. Good morning, guys. Hope you're having a wicked day, and welcome back to the videos where today we're going to be having a little bit of a play around with my Evo 6. However, this video is going to be kind of universal because there's a few things in this video that definitely applies to all cars that have the same issue. And that issue right there is that they are installed blow-off valve. So a few little common symptoms of this dreaded blow-off valve you guys might have heard on some cars. It starts to sound like this. So today I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a tip that I have learned from every single one of my cars, and that is how to remove or block off your blow-off valve so your car can do some hectic doses just like this. So first of all, let's quickly jump into the engine bay. Let's check out exactly what a blow-off valve is, what it does, and what we're going to be removing from the engine bay. So a blow-off valve is an air recirculation valve. So when your turbo spools up and it starts making boost, all of your intercooler piping through the throttle body and everything has boost. Everything has, on this car right here, 24 PSI, and that is what's making all the power. However, when you go right here and you instantly close the butterfly valve, all of a sudden, all of that compressed air has absolutely nowhere to go. And that's where the blow-off valve comes in. What a blow-off valve does is take all of that compressed air and open this valve right here and allows all of that compressed air to completely exit through the blow-off valve. And mine, for instance, goes back into the intake pipe, but I mean, this thing does something too, apparently. So although it is recommended by literally everyone to run a blow-off valve on a car, a lot of people don't like to do that simply because there is one beautiful sound that every single turbocharged car can make, and that is called dose, or flutter, or hectic flutter, or probably the most scientific term for it is compressor surge. So what that means is all of the compressed air, instead of going out through any air recirculation valve, goes out back through the turbo and creates that beautiful noise that every single person loves. So today we're going to be having some fun. We're going to be removing the blow-off valve on my Evo 6, and once again, this is not recommended by anyone. This is not recommended by any turbo manufacturer whatsoever, and there has been stories of where it has made turbos fail in the past. However, I have not run a blow-off valve on every single one of my turbo cars, and I have only ever blown up two turbos, but both of them with $200 eBay turbos. So yeah. Plus they also had the best dose because they had no anti-surge front housing, but that's a whole nother video that we could make. Now, not only am I going to show you guys how to remove the blow-off valve on your car, but I'm also going to show you how to do it on the cheap, because we all have cars and we all like to buy car parts, and none of us have savings. So today I'm going to show you guys how to do it for probably as little as 10 bucks. So I'm pretty stoked with that. So the first thing we're going to want to do is get every single tool out that we need to remove the standard blow-off valve. And for me, that's an 8mm and a ratchet. So let's quickly do that. So this right here is the blow-off valve assembly on my Evo, and it's nice and simple. This is pretty much the same system as what comes on a Falcon, what comes on a lot of different cars. It's just one simple pipe that goes all the way in, and one pipe that goes back out into the intake right there. And this right here creates a whole lot of unnecessary noise, and yeah, we're going to be getting rid of it today. So the next thing we're going to be doing is measuring the holes that was left open now by the blow-off valve. Because we're going to be removing the blow-off valve, we need to be closing up all those holes to keep all that boost inside the car. So I've got out my calipers right now. I'm going to measure both those holes, and that's going to determine what part we go out and buy from Bunnings. So these roughly should both be the same size. So quickly just measure this right here. And so that pipe right there is 34mm. And I could imagine this one down here is roughly the same, but that's great because they come in packs of 2. That's awesome, 34, 35mm, excellent. The other thing we're going to have to do is also block off the vacuum source for the blow-off valve. So this one right here will need to be plugged so that way you don't have a massive vacuum leak. So we'll quickly measure that one there too, and that one there measures in at 7 mil. So the worst thing is we're going to have to go on one more drive in the Evo to go and get all the parts, which means having to put all that back on the car and head to Bunnings. So one more final drive with how it sounds right now. Then we're gonna get some new parts, we're gonna come back home, we're gonna fit them all up, and it's going to sound incredible. Alrighty, we're in the Evo right now, and I'm gonna quickly show you guys exactly what the issue is right now. I will admit, it does sound pretty cool. However, Dose for me has always just taken the cake. It sounds so sick, and I don't know. God, I love this car so much. Trusty Autobahn Pakenham had these sitting around, and they were only $5. So this budget blow-off valve delete is coming along so nicely. Now we're at Bunnings Warehouse, and it's time to show you guys the best budget mod that you can do for your blow-off valve to get rid of it entirely. So this right here is the must-have part for your car to block your blow-off valve, and that right there is chair leg protectors. So if you guys remember, we measured up that pipe to be 34 mil, so I ended up getting 32 and 38. They don't make anything in between, unfortunately, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to make the 32 millimeter ones work. And I bought both because they were only $4 a piece, so I'm really stoked at that. Pretty sure the 32s are gonna work, so we'll quickly go back home, take off the blow-off valve once again, we'll plumb this up, and then we'll go up for a rip through the mountains and see how we go. This is gonna be heaps of fun. Alright, so we're back home now, and all that's left to do is to reverse the process. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove, once again, the blow-off valve. If I can open the bonnet. Remove the blow-off valve once again, and then I'll show you what we have to do just next. So this right here would be an absolutely brilliant time to tell you guys about the other way that you can actually block off blow-off valves. And that is, what if your blow-off valve is connected to something via a flange, much like the old Skylines, Subarus, other things like that. What you can actually do is you can use an old Coke can or a piece of alloy or something along those lines. All you have to do, it's even easier than this, is literally put that flange in place, make sure it's all sealed up, and instantly you'll get some hectic dose. The only thing that we need to do now is to block off this part, which is the intake pipe, and this part down here, which is where all that compressed air goes and into your engine. So if anything, this one here is the one you definitely want to make sure that you're blocking off. Now all you have to do is grab your chair leg protectors. Make sure that you also have a hose clamp as well, which is going to go around and seal that onto the pipe. And all that we're going to do is press that straight on there. And as you guys can see, she's a perfect fit. So let's quickly grab another one. And as you guys can see, we have 2 spare. It's like $1 each. They're so perfect. Put a hose clamp around it as well. And this one here is just gonna fit snugly down here. This one here actually looks like it's a little bit different size. I'll quickly see if I can get it on. And the last thing that's left to do is grab one of your vacuum line blocks. We're gonna be putting that straight over the vacuum line, which we need to block off right there. And that right there is done. And definitely don't secure it down like I have right here. Make sure you get the proper sized spring clamps, because that'll definitely make a difference. I don't have any of the proper size right here, but zip ties left to do for now until I get one of them ordered. So now we've completely blocked the blow-off valve. We have blocked it from the intake side, from the intercooler piping, and from the vacuum reference for the blow-off valve. So now, save for a drive. You guys all love how much we do the POV drives. So today we're taking the car for a POV drive. The intake all mic'd up so you guys can hear all of the hectic dose. Let's go out for a bit of a cruise. All right, here's to hoping my GoPro doesn't turn off because it's been a little bit weird, but here we go. Alrighty guys, so we're on a drive and I haven't really got into much boost yet. However, I can definitely tell you guys right now, hopefully you guys can still see the road after that. I have noticed a few little doses. However, I think the next issue that we have is the actual intake pipe itself. It is muffling it so much. Plus we have the standard air intake box, which is probably stopping so much sound from getting through. So I don't know, I might even have to take the airbox out, but then we have the airbox, the MAF, all the things that are connected to the intake to try and limit that noise, but that is why I have a beautiful recorder set up in the engine bay for you guys. This is only step one. Step two of this video is going to be deleting all the stuff around it. It does sound pretty cool. This thing is so sick. Well, there you have it, guys. That is how to make your car do some hectic doses on the cheap. Thank you so much everyone for watching. I very much appreciate it. This car right here is currently just about to drain all of its fuel. We're about to rip this thing apart. I hope you guys are all keen for that, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.